night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm in this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way, because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The extra point.
And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team. And he's got complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Connor on the toss left side. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Here's Roethlisberger. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Steelers 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Terrell Edmonds on the...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Steelers.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Rumbling past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Conner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
The point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with it punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mixon on the toss right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 43-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They start with a give to Connor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
James Conner, the
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Watch 36 tonight. Check.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
In your face.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Steelers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA.